Do you think investing in stocks or starting a business is the secret to get rich? Think again. Most people believe in this illusion, but the truth is much deeper and more powerful. In this video, I'll reveal the CI's month secret Warren Buffett uses to transform ordinary people into millionaires. And it has nothing to do with what you imagine. If you stay until the end, you'll discover insights that can completely change your view on money and, more importantly, revolutionize your financial situation. Are you ready to take the first step towards your financial freedom? Interested? Then comment now, "I will be the first millionaire in my family." That's right. Just comment, "I will be the first millionaire in my family." When I see your comment, I'll give it a little heart, because I know you'll achieve this result soon. Great. Now that you've commented, let's dive into this secret that can change your life forever. Have you ever caught yourself dreaming of that big financial turnaround? That magical moment when all your money problems simply disappear? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world share this dream, fueled by overnight success stories and promises of quick wealth. But what if I told you that this dream is actually keeping you poor? The truth is that most financial advice bombarding our social networks and news feeds is, at best, incomplete, and at worst, completely misleading. They take advantage of our vulnerability, our desperate desire for a quick fix. But think about it. If it were that easy, why wouldn't we have a society composed only of millionaires? The problem with this advice is that it ignores a fundamental truth about wealth creation. It's a process, not an event. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, didn't become a billionaire overnight. He built his fortune over decades, with patience, discipline, and a unique mindset that we'll explore in this video. The trap of short-term thinking is particularly dangerous. It leads us to make impulsive decisions, to seek quick gains instead of building solid foundations for the future. How many times have you heard about someone who won a large sum of money, whether in the lottery, in a risky investment, or in an unexpected inheritance, only to lose it all in a few years? This is not a coincidence. It's the direct result of a short-term focused mindset. But the real cost of this mindset goes far beyond lost opportunities or failed investments. It takes a huge emotional and psychological toll. The constant search for the big event keeps us in a perpetual state of anxiety and dissatisfaction. We're never truly present, always waiting for that magical moment that will change everything. And while we wait, life passes by. The lottery mentality, as I like to call it, is particularly insidious. It makes us believe that our financial situation will change drastically by sheer luck, without effort or planning on our part. But look, even those who actually win the lottery often end up in a worse situation than they were before. Why? Because money without financial knowledge is like a powerful car in the hands of someone who doesn't know how to drive. So, what do? How do we escape this mental trap that keeps us stuck in a cycle of hope and disappointment? The answer lies in a fundamental shift in perspective. We need to stop looking for shortcuts and start building paths. And that's exactly what Warren Buffett did. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal how we can adopt the mindset that transformed an ordinary boy from Omaha into the most successful investor in the world. Are you ready for this journey? Imagine for a moment that you could enter Warren Buffett's mind. What would you see? You certainly wouldn't find magic formulas to get rich overnight or schemes to manipulate the market. What you would discover is a unique and powerful way of thinking about money, time, and value. This is the real key to Buffett's success, and it's something we can all learn and apply in our own lives. The power of long-term thinking is the first pillar of the Buffett mindset. While most of us worry about the results of next month or next year, Buffett thinks in decades. He famously said, "Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." This isn't just a beautiful metaphor, it's a life philosophy. How many decisions would you make differently if you were thinking about their impact 20 or 30 years from now? But long-term thinking isn't just about patience. It's about understanding the power of compounding, not just in financial terms, but in all aspects of life. Buffett sees money in a fundamentally different way than most people. For him, each dollar isn't just a dollar, but a seed that, if planted and cared for properly, can grow and multiply over time. This leads us to the concept of mental compounding, something Buffett practices religiously. The idea is simple, but profound. Just as money grows through compound interest, knowledge and skills also accumulate and multiply over time. Every book you read, every conversation you have, every experience you live, all of this accumulates and combines in ways we can't predict, creating a compound of wisdom and capability. How can we apply this in our lives? Start by asking a simple question every day. What am I doing today that will benefit me years from now? It could be reading a book about finance, starting a meditation practice to improve your decision-making, or investing time in a relationship that could open doors in the future. The important thing is to understand that each action, no matter how small, has the potential to grow and multiply over time. Another crucial aspect of the Buffett mindset is the ability to think independently. In a world where we are constantly bombarded by opinions and hot tips, Buffett maintains remarkable clarity of thought. He doesn't get carried away by fads or market panic. Instead, he trusts his own analysis and solid fundamental principles. How can you cultivate this mental independence? Start by questioning your own assumptions and the accepted truths about money and success. The Buffett mindset is characterized by an insatiable curiosity and a commitment to lifelong learning. At 90, Buffett still spends hours every day reading and learning. He understands that the world is always changing and that we must evolve with it. Ask yourself, when was the last time you learned a new skill or explored a new field of knowledge? True and lasting wealth begins with mental wealth. And it's this mindset that forms the foundation upon which Buffett built his empire. In the next few minutes, we'll dive even deeper and reveal the six-month secret Buffett uses to transform this mindset into concrete results. We've reached the heart of the matter, the secret Warren Buffett used to transform his life, and that can transform yours too. But before I reveal it, I need you to understand one thing. This isn't a magic trick or a secret formula. It's a method, a systematic approach that requires dedication and commitment. Are you ready for this? Buffett's secret is what I call the total immersion technique. Total immersion is exactly what it sounds like. Completely immersing yourself in a subject, living and breathing it for a concentrated period of time. In Buffett's case, it was 6 crucial months at the beginning of his career that laid the foundation for everything that came after. During this period, he dedicated himself entirely to studying financial markets, companies, and investment principles. It wasn't just reading books or attending lectures. It was a total obsession, a complete immersion in the world of business and finance. But how does this apply to you? The beauty of this method is that it can be adapted to any area of life. Want to drastically improve your financial situation? Dedicate the next 6 months to a total immersion in financial education. This means reading every relevant book you can find, watching lectures, attending seminars, seeking mentors, and most importantly, actively applying what you're learning. The key is intensity and focus. The power of this method lies in its ability to literally reprogram your brain for financial success. When you immerse yourself so deeply in a subject, you start thinking in new and different ways. You start seeing opportunities where you once saw only obstacles. Your mind becomes tuned to the subtleties and nuances of the financial world. It's like learning a new language. At first, everything seems confusing and difficult, but with total immersion, soon you start thinking in that new language. But beware, this method is not for the faint of heart. It requires discipline, focus, and above all, consistent action. It's not enough to passively absorb information. You need to actively apply what you're learning. This might mean starting to invest with small amounts, starting a side business, or completely restructuring your personal finances. The important thing is that you're constantly putting into practice the principles you're learning. A crucial aspect of Buffett's total immersion technique is the intensive study of real cases. He wasn't content with learning abstract theories. He studied real companies, analyzed their financial reports, understood their business models. You can do the same. Choose successful companies or individuals in your area of interest and study them deeply. What made them successful? What were their mistakes, and how did they overcome them? This kind of practical analysis is invaluable. Finally, remember, the goal of these 6 months is not to become an absolute expert or solve all your financial problems. The goal is to establish a solid foundation, create powerful habits, and most importantly, develop a mindset that will continue to serve you for the rest of your life. It's the beginning of a journey, not the end. In the next few minutes, I'll share specific practical exercises that you can start implementing immediately to begin your own total immersion journey. Are you ready to take the first step towards your financial transformation? Now that we understand the importance of the right mindset and total immersion, it's time to dive into the formula for sustainable wealth. And when I say formula, I'm not talking about a complicated mathematical equation, but a set of principles and practices that, when consistently applied, lead to the creation of lasting wealth. This formula is what allowed Warren Buffett not only to accumulate an impressive fortune, but to maintain and expand it over decades. The first component of this formula is the ability to identify invisible opportunities. Buffett has an extraordinary talent for seeing value where others don't. He doesn't follow market trends or hot tips. Instead, he looks for solid, well-managed, and undervalued companies. How can you develop this skill? Start by looking beyond the obvious. In your own life, what are the opportunities that are hidden in plain sight? Maybe it's a skill you possess that could be monetized, or a problem in your neighborhood that could be turned into a profitable business. The second crucial element is what Buffett calls the circle of competence. This is a powerful concept that many people ignore in their pursuit of wealth. The idea is simple: focus on areas you deeply understand. Buffett rarely invests in technology because he admits he doesn't fully understand the sector. Instead, he focuses on businesses he can comprehend and analyze completely. What's your circle of competence? In what areas do you have deep knowledge or unique experience? That's where you should focus your efforts. But don't be mistaken. Your circle of competence isn't fixed. You can and should constantly expand it. How? Through continuous learning, experimentation, and exposure to new ideas and experiences. Buffett spends hours every day reading and learning, constantly expanding his understanding of the business world and beyond. What area could you start exploring today that would expand your circle of competence and potentially open new wealth creation opportunities? The third component of the formula is creating multiple sources of passive income. Buffett understands that true financial freedom comes from having money work for you, not you working for money. This doesn't mean you should quit your job tomorrow, but rather that you should start thinking about ways to create income streams that don't require your constant presence. This can be through dividend investments, online content creation, intellectual property development, or any number of strategies. The key is to start small and build consistently. An often neglected aspect of the sustainable wealth formula is risk management. Buffett is famous for his conservative approach to investing. He prefers a lower but safer return to a potentially higher but riskier gain. How can you apply this in your life? Buffett's sustainable wealth formula includes a crucial component that many ignore: patience. True wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent and intelligent decisions over time. Buffett is known for his buy and hold approach, keeping investments for decades. This patience allows the power of compound interest to work its magic. How can you cultivate this patience in your own financial journey? Start by setting long-term goals and resisting the temptation to seek quick gains. Remember, Sustainable wealth is a marathon, not a cm-meter dash. Now that we understand the mindset and formula for sustainable wealth, it's time to face one of the biggest challenges in the journey to financial success: ourselves. Yes, you heard that right. Often, our biggest obstacle isn't the lack of knowledge or opportunities, but the mental and emotional blocks we carry. Warren Buffett deeply understands this and has developed powerful strategies to overcome these internal obstacles. The first, and perhaps most common of these obstacles, is the fear of failure. How many times have you failed to make an important financial decision because you were afraid of failing? Buffett has a unique perspective on failure. He sees it not as an end, but as a valuable teacher. In fact, some of Buffett's greatest learnings came from investments that didn't work out. How can you adopt this mindset? Start by seeing each failure as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to make better decisions in the future? Another common obstacle is imposter syndrome, that inner voice that says you're not good enough or that you don't deserve success. Surprisingly, even highly successful people like Buffett have dealt with these feelings. The key to overcoming imposter syndrome is recognizing that success isn't a fixed destination, but an ongoing journey of learning and growth. Buffett continues to learn and evolve even after decades of success. Adopt this growth mindset. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and use them as proof of your ability to grow and achieve more. One of the biggest challenges in the financial journey is staying calm in turbulent times. Markets go up and down, economies fluctuate, and it's easy to panic when things seem uncertain. Buffett is famous for his ability to stay calm and even thrive during economic crises. How does he do this? Through a combination of careful preparation and long-term perspective. He understands that volatility is a natural part of economic cycles and prepares for it. You can do the same by creating a solid financial plan that takes into account both good and bad times. Another internal obstacle that many face is constant comparison with others. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our financial journey with others. Buffett has a powerful antidote to this. Focus on your own game. He doesn't worry about what others are doing or earning. Instead, he focuses on his own goals and values. How can you apply this? Set your own success metrics based on your personal values and goals, not society's standards or others' achievements. Procrastination is another silent enemy of financial success. How many times have you postponed an important financial decision because you didn't feel ready? Buffett understands that perfection is the enemy of good. He prefers to make a good enough decision now than to wait eternally for the perfect decision. Start acting today, even if they're small steps. Open that investment account you've been putting off. Start studying that financial topic that intimidates you. Take the first step towards that business idea you have. Finally, one of the biggest internal obstacles is lack of self-confidence. Buffett wasn't born with all the confidence he displays today. He built it over time through knowledge, experience, and accumulated successes. You can do the same. Start by continuously educating yourself about finance and investments. Every bit of knowledge you acquire is a brick in building your confidence. Celebrate every small financial victory, no matter how small. Over time, you'll build unshakable confidence in your ability to navigate the financial world. We've reached the moment of truth. Everything we've discussed so far, the Buffett mindset, the secret of total immersion, the formula for sustainable wealth, and strategies to overcome internal obstacles, all of this culminates in this Seize Month action plan. This is the roadmap that will transform all this knowledge into concrete results. But remember, this plan isn't a magic wand. It's a guide that requires your total commitment and consistent action. Are you ready to take the first step towards your financial transformation? The first month is dedicated to building solid foundations. Start by making a complete inventory of your current financial situation. This includes listing all your assets, debts, income sources, and expenses. Be brutally honest with yourself. This is your starting point. Next, set clear and specific goals for where you want to be in SEI's months, year, and 5 years. Remember Buffett's lessons about thinking long-term. Your goals should be ambitious, but realistic. This month is also for starting your intensive financial education. Choose 5 fundamental books on personal finance and investments, and start reading them voraciously. The second month is focused on creating a detailed budget and a debt reduction plan. Analyze every penny that comes in and out of your account. Identify areas where you can cut expenses and redirect that money to investments or debt payment. If you have high-interest debts, like credit cards, create an aggressive plan to eliminate them. Remember, Buffett sees debts as a drain on your wealth creation potential. This month, also start exploring different investment options. Don't invest yet, just educate yourself about the various options available. In the third month, it's time to start building your circle of competence. Identify areas where you already have knowledge or experience and start deepening your understanding of them. This can be related to your current career or a personal interest that has the potential to generate income. Dedicate at least 1 hour a day studying and practicing in this area. Additionally, start building a network of mentors and peers who can support your journey. Look for local investor groups, participate in webinars, connect with professionals in your area of interest. The fourth month is dedicated to putting your knowledge into practice. It's time to make your first real investment. Start small, but start. This could be investing in a low-cost index fund, buying stocks in a company you understand well, or even starting a small side business. The goal here isn't necessarily to make a lot of money immediately, but to gain practical experience and overcome the fear of starting. Remember Buffett's lessons about the importance of acting and learning from experience. In the fifth month, focus on creating multiple income sources. Besides your main job and investments, identify at least 2 other ways to generate income. This could be through freelance work, selling products online, renting out properties, or any other idea that aligns with your skills and interests. Start implementing at least one of these ideas. Remember, the goal is to create income streams that can grow over time and eventually become passive. The sixth and final month is dedicated to review, adjustment, and future planning. Evaluate your progress against the goals you set at the beginning. What worked well? What needs to be adjusted? Use these insights to refine your plan for the next CEI's months. This is also the time to start thinking about ways to expand your circle of competence. Identify new learning areas that can complement your existing skills and open up new opportunities. Finally, establish a system to continue your financial education and regularly monitor your progress. We've reached the end of our journey, but in reality, this is just the beginning of yours. Throughout this video, we've explored the secrets that transformed Warren Buffett from an ordinary boy from Omaha into one of the most successful investors in the world. We've seen that true wealth isn't the result of quick tricks or elaborate schemes, but of a powerful mindset, deep knowledge, and consistent action. Let's recap the key points we've covered. First, we demystified the myth of quick wealth and understood why most financial advice fails. Then, we delved into the Buffett mindset, exploring the power of long-term thinking and the concept of mental compounding. We revealed Buffett's seize month secret, the total immersion technique, and how you can apply it in your own life. We explored the formula for sustainable wealth, learning to identify invisible opportunities, expand our circle of competence, and create multiple income sources. We faced the internal obstacles that often prevent us from reaching our financial potential and learned strategies to overcome them. Finally, we outlined a concrete seize month action plan to begin your journey towards financial freedom. But remember, all this knowledge is useless without action. Buffett's final secret, the one that really makes a difference, is the importance of immediate action. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They'll never come. Don't wait until you feel 100% ready. You'll learn by doing. Start today, start now. Take one of the ideas we discussed in this video and implement it immediately after the end of this video. Here's your final challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to following the action plan we outlined for the first month. Do the inventory of your financial situation, set your goals, start your intensive financial education. At the end of those 30 days, come back to this video and share your results in the comments. Your journey can inspire others to start their own financial transformation. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Join our community of aspiring millionaires. Share your experiences, ask questions, offer support to others. Together, we can create a powerful network of individuals committed to financial and personal growth. Your millionaire future starts now, not a year from now, not when you have more money or more time. Now, every decision you make from this moment on is shaping your financial future. Choose wisely, act courageously, and always remember Warren Buffett's lessons. True and lasting wealth is within your reach. Now go ahead and start building your financial empire. Now I'll share advice from a billionaire and reinforce it, as requested. The advice I want to leave you with comes from Warren Buffett himself, and it's so powerful that I'm going to repeat it. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Let me repeat that. The best investment you can make is in yourself. This advice summarizes everything we've discussed today. Investing in your education, in your skills, in your mental and physical health. This is what truly creates lasting wealth. There is no asset more valuable than yourself, and there is no greater return than what you get from investing in your own growth and development. On my YouTube channel, I focus on 3 things: educating, inspiring, and elevating other people to become rich. Use my channel as a resource and ladder for your financial success. And you who watched until the end, comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that. When I see that comment, I'll give it a little heart because I know I added value to you. And I'll be even more motivated to always bring the highest quality content. Now, a powerful video is appearing on your screen that is a sequel to this one, full of riches, secrets about money and family that will accelerate your financial results. Click on that video. Do it now.